Well, hello there guys. Well, what we have here is the all new Pulsar 150, N150. Now, we all know that the P150 failed to make an impression, but the N150 is here and how, and it is packed with features. They have gotten the formula right, and I think they have understood what exactly works in the segment. So, let's not waste any more time. Let's see what Bajaj have tried to offer by giving exactly what was needed or the need of the hour was. So as you can see, this is the kind of an option for the existing Pulsar classic 150 option, wannabes or wannabe owners. So what makes this really stand out is that it first of all draws inspiration or gets the same styling as the N160, which is a success formula. Already it is doing really well, and it looks premium, it looks sharp, it looks futuristic, and it looks like it is a proper sequel to the existing India's favorite sport bike, because first of all it has a very good power plant. It has a 150cc single that puts out 14.5 PS of max power, 13.5 Newton meters of max torque, 5-speed gearbox, and this has to be one of the most refined 150cc engines that you would have ever tasted or experienced in the 150cc segment. That's how refined it is, and that you will understand once you ride this bike. I don't know how they pulled it off, but it is indeed a benchmark in terms of refinement in the 150cc segment. Another good thing, you get a Kickstarter along with a self-starter. Now, talking about the design and the features that they packed in this price point, it's 1,18,000 ex-showroom. You have a bifunctional LED projector which does the job for high beam as well as low beam. It has good consistent light spread, and at the same time it doesn't put a load on your battery or doesn't eat too much into your battery life. So that is a major plus point. It saves a lot of weight, and it weighs just 145 kilos. Can you believe? Just 145 kilos. LED position lamps up front, and the white color looks like the white Ranger. The dual panel, dual layer technology is retained here for the designing as it is. You have single channel ABS. ABS is operational only on the front wheel. At the back you have an speed sensor for RLP, rear wheel lift off protection, but basically you get a disc brake up front, and you have 31mm forks, telescopic forks with fork protectors, which talks about the attention to detail and kind of fit and finish and the build quality that has gone into making this machine. Again, as I told you, single channel ABS, which means anti-lock braking system, prevents the front wheel from locking under panic braking scenarios even on wet road conditions. Then MRF zapper tires, 120 section rear tire, tubeless tires, 17-inch wheels, so they are decent enough to do the job for your city commutes. You have carbon fiber accents right over here on the side panel. 14-liter tank, just the right kind of size, not too much, not too less, so that's again spot on. The tank is well chiseled and meticulously crafted. You have the Pulsar branding in 3D, and the seat is another major plus. Single seat layout, lots of space, dual density foam used, so comfort is maximized, enough room for the ladies, and even you can take your mom to the temple. That's how easily accessible the seat is. At the same time, it has the zing of a Pulsar, it has the rev happy nature of a Pulsar, and it has the sportiness of a Pulsar. That is where they have scored, is what I feel. And then of course the rest of the design, the underbelly exhaust again sounds really good. I'll try and share the exhaust note soon. Fit and finish build quality, aluminum foot pegs for the pillion, and a grab handle neatly laid out, twin LED tail lamp similar to the N160, but these are halogens, regular turn indicators instead of LEDs. I wish they had offered LEDs. Then you have the infinity display with all the relevant readouts, including distance to empty. You have trip 1, trip 2, DTE, distance to empty, 140 kilometers is what it's showing. It's really good. As you can see, trip odometer, trip 1, trip 2, and distance to empty. And you have the analog speedo console. This is the infinity display, edge to edge bezel-less display, and the rev counter in the middle adds on to the excitement, and the gear position indicator, clock, speedo, and everything included right over here. And yes, this is part of the BS6 Phase 2 E20 compliant vehicles. So it has an OBD2 compliant OBD tool, onboard diagnostic tool here, which will highlight any engine malfunction on the dash. And E20, I have already talked about the benefits of ethanol. So threefold benefit. First thing, it is rich in oxygen levels, so the combustion is complete, and the fuel efficiency is going to be better because of optimized combustion efficiency. Secondly, it cleans the fuel injector on board, so that is an added advantage instead of you applying the engine flush every now and then. So it cleans the fuel injector with its natural composition, chemical composition, and then it also acts as an additive to boost the overall performance and also increase the overall fuel economy. This is the threefold benefit that you enjoy when you're riding the E20 compliant OBD2 compliant vehicles. This is 20% ethanol premix that will be supplied in the fuel stations henceforth. So that is, it is E20 compliant, which means it can run on fuel that comes with ethanol 20% premix. Then backlight switches, high beam flasher, engine kill switch, and the short handlebar allows you to offer better steerability in chock-a-block city conditions. Again, the clutch pull is nice and light. So this is the overview of the Pulsar N150. Seat height is just 790 mm, so easily accessible even for the average height riders. Adequate amount of ground clearance, I think around 165 mm. You have a neatly laid out engine cowl, under cowl to protect the engine bay. Again, a kickstarter along with a push button, self start button. So that is what makes this a really value for money proposition. 1,18,000 for this beast. It looks really premium, looks more value for money than what you are paying. So that was the hallmark or the actual secret behind the runaway success of Pulsar franchise, and I believe they've gotten the formula bang on this time around as well. Another important aspect of this motorcycle is the torque on demand feature, which means 90% of the torque of this motorcycle is available almost from low down in the RPM, like almost from 2000 RPM onwards. We have 90% of torque available, so you can perform those quick overtakes while riding through the city streets. And it has enough juice on power in every gear just at the ring of the throttle. So this concludes a quick fire walk around overview of the Pulsar N150. Let's ride the bike and let's see what it's truly made up of in real world conditions. So let's hit the road now. So guys, we're back home and Pulsar N150 was waiting for me, and boy, it's a kind of a surprise launch and a sensible launch, because the N160 has been a runaway success and the P150 has failed to make an impression. And I think this is a master stroke from Bajaj to introduce the N150. 14.5 PS, 13.5 Newton meters, 5-speed gearbox, one of the most refined Pulsars to date, single channel ABS. Wow, monoshock, underbelly exhaust, you name it, this thing is absolute beast. Wow, incredibly awesome. And the refinement is something that will actually win your heart right away. The pickup is nice and linear. Seating posture is very comfortable. Nice spacious seat. Very slightly forward set foot pegs. Creamy butter smooth refinement. 5-speed gearbox, lighter clutch pull, provides for one of the most fatigue free riding experiences. Very well balanced machine, great handling, free revving nature of the bike. Absolutely zero vibrations whatsoever. Wow. So this is indeed super impressive, and I'm pretty damn sure this is going to be an absolute blockbuster in this 150cc segment. The infinity display looks cool. It has distance to empty and all the relevant readouts. It has the rev needle climbing as well, so that is what makes it a proper all-rounder and an enthusiast delight. Best part is the refinement, man. Undeniably one of the most refined motorcycles in its segment, you can call it. That's how refined they made it, and that's going to win your heart almost instantly. So this is a first impression of the Pulsar N150. Refined, rev happy, comfortable, proper all-round machine to kind of become a benchmark in this segment. I'm so glad I'm able to bring you this first impression on the launch. I've just launched this motorcycle, and it is indeed impressive in every which way possible. What do you guys think? Have you taken a test ride? Feel free to comment below. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see and want to see more pure automobile content coming your way, stay tuned for more action right here at Dino's World. Cheers.